Let's have a moment of silence for the Steelers game. That was the worst I've ever seen my Steelers play since I was 7 years old. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on, but it was rough. It was really rough. And I'm not blaming Rodgers, and I'm not blaming. And I'm sorry if you're new here. I talk about football sometimes, but I got my Packers playing tonight, and I got this candle for Christmas. I've never lit it. Okay, but it says smells like a Packers win. Yeah, and I got my Packers hat, my Packers coat. Yeah, so let's hope for the Packers because they're playing the Eagles tonight, which I also enjoy watching because I watch all the teams, but except the Cardinals. No offense. Anyway, so yeah, and it's cold as shit out there right now. I'm in my freaking this blanket snuggy looking thing. Anyway, let's do it. Ready? I do personal readings in the description box below, and everybody please pray for my pack, right? Unless you're an Eagles fan, which I understand, I like Hurts. I like that team. I do, but it's just not my Steelers have always been my team since I was little. All right, ready? Let's go. And thanks everybody for their love, support, donations, super thanks, all that hype thing that people have been hyping me. This has been it's awesome, and I've been hyping other readers too. So I like to give my support as much as I can. Ready? Everybody's inside because it's all cold. Let's do this. Ready? Self-care. You see better now. Imagine that. Low energy, depleted, cleansing, wanting time alone, recharge, retreat. Okay. It's important to have self-care, especially after your team blows it and only gets a fucking field goal. Yeah, that's a little rough, especially when you're playing the Chargers. For God's sake, no offense to the Chargers, but Steelers versus Chargers, that was a no-brainer. Okay, anyway, abundance, windfall. Yeah, this is okay. Give, celebration, promotion, opportunity, successful venture. Yeah, I like. You about to go into some successful something because you're doing a lot of self-care, and that is rewarded by the universe. Oh yes, it is. Clarity, truths, heightened intuition, seeing things. Okay, I see things every day, even things I don't want to see. I never leave a game, no matter how bad my teams are playing. But I almost was like, I'm gonna take a shower and go to bed at the end of the third quarter. I was like, this is painful. I didn't know. I didn't. I stayed with it. A little bit of cussing involved. I say bad words, yeah, I did. But I mean, I stayed. North Node, destiny. That's what your North Node is. Actually, to me, in astrology, your North Node in Western astrology, your North Node is the most important thing in your chart because it's what you're supposed to be doing, right? I have a North Node in Scorpio, South Node Taurus. North fate, evolution, finding your life path. Exactly, that's what I just said. Karmic challenges and rewards. Right. It's challenging to get out of that North Node. I mean that South Node. It absolutely is. Abundance, windfall. Right back out. Awesome. Because when you start going on your path that you're meant to go on, everything just kind of heads towards you, and you don't even know why. Yeah, it's crazy. Did I cut these? Let's keep it. I need to shut up. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Receive, open. Okay. This is the hardest part people have a hard time with. And I'd like to talk about it for a minute because everybody says they want to receive things, but their hands are still holding a bunch of shit, right? Your hands are not open and clean, and you've just sanitized them, and I don't know, still got remnants of whoever the fuck shit in them. Receptivity, opening up, generosity, gifts, assistance. Yeah. Be open to receive that, right? But a lot of times, people give with expectations or things like that. But you don't have to continue to live that. You don't give like that, do you? Jupiter, action, expansion, growth, planning, passions, adventure, new opportunities, future, inner child healing. There's lots of versions of your inner child. Everybody blankets that statement as heal your inner child. And a lot of times in personal readings, I'll say, well, what version of your inner child have you been healing? Because there's different ones. And it reminds me of like a hallway. And if you had a person with me, you understand. I talk about this sometimes. Each version, there's a lot of doors. It was like Beetlejuice. There's like a lot of doors, and it's like a fucked up, weird, like carnival hallway. And all of these doors represent a version of you that was injured in childhood, right? That created some issues with you. So, but most of the time, everybody locks and closes those things out just to be able to get to the path of like whatever. But you have to go. Your version of yourself at 4 years old, or 6, or 12, or 11, right? There's a lot of different things like that happen that we need to address, right? And I didn't realize that in the beginning of my healing journey. I didn't realize, inner child. And again, big blanket statement, right? But we got to go in there and pull that 5-year-old out that had like abandonment issue or abuse or, right. There's different versions of you that need to be healed from, when you were little. Twin flame. Twin frame. Okay. And whatever this is. Keys on a ring. One night stand, many options, decisions, unconventional string along. Is this something that you went through? Okay. Somebody like just kind of, I just heard you sidestep. Okay. Twin frame, strong soulmate, telepathic, spiritual, divine connection. Okay. First of all, did you think that you had this false twin or this higher level soulmate or whatever you thought was like your person? Did that turn into something that you had to kind of say goodbye to, or you need to? I don't know where you are, but I mean, this is what it kind of feels like. There's a strong soulmate here. Okay. That could have not been ready, right? They've only healed the 11-year-old version of them that's like in their face, but there's all these other versions that make decisions for them because wounds make decisions for you if you have not healed them. Absolutely do. Toxicity bound. What I just said. Addictions, patterns, energy, vampire, trauma, bond, and stuck. Are you stuck on the idea? And I'm not talking to everybody. This could be for just one person. Are you stuck on the idea that somebody that is constant struggle, right? You constantly have to go up this hill. Are you going to die on this? You see what I'm saying? Because you need to get open, right? And that involves letting some of your thoughts go about what you see. I'm sure you've heard this before. You're manifesting something that might not come in the way you want it to because it needs to be what's best for you. And that's what needs to happen, right? Sun and strength. Very nice. Let's go. It's that one, whatever that one is. And loss and wounded. Not feeling enough, missing someone, left out in the cold. We're keeping this one too because it goes with that. Not everybody, but you're feeling some kind of loss. The loss of a pet, God forbid, a child, a parent, a sibling, whatever it is, or just an emotional loss of something, some idea. That's what I'm getting the strongest, but let's just see. Watching and spying, gathering info, envy, trying to figure you out, keeping tabs. And I feel like somebody's watching some kind of healing that you're doing. That's a fucking sniper on that, and it looks like one of my guns. Or my pew-pews. Decisions, contemplation between two people or two paths, stay or go. That's what we're talking about. I didn't say we weren't going to keep all of them, but we absolutely are. There's something here because you're wanting to receive one thing and it's getting difficult because we can't let go of something else, even emotionally, right? It's like an emotional, it's like a timing belt on your car or whatever. You hear this ticking, right? Or you're a little low on oil. There's something here that needs to be kind of, okay. Letting go. Death card. Endings, resilience, transformation, power. We have to let the transition come in. We just do. It's part of it, right? Because addictions, we got to let go of these things that kind of like get us in like a whatever, right? I've had to do it, and it fucking sucks. But we can't people that are wishy-washy on the fence, and they throw their heart down a hallway or their crotch down a hallway, making crotch-made decisions based on unhealed versions of them that they just walk around in. Okay, let's go. I have no clue what the fuck that's called this deck. Two of Swords. This is what this is about. No. If somebody's watching you or trying to make a decision about you, I think it's you. Nine of Wands. And you're being stubborn, or you're being guarded, or you feel like you're walking alone. We also have this lost one, not feeling enough. I mean, a lot of people's wounds make you feel not enough, right? Okay. Sometimes you can get addicted to abuse, especially narcissistic abuse, especially if you were raised by one or many. Okay. Six of Wands. Okay. You want the victory, but we're having a hard time. There's hurdles here. The Queen of Swords. It's like you alone with your dog. Do you see? Or your wolf. That's a wolf. Feeling like the kind of the lone wolf here. Yeah. Yeah, but okay. Here's what we have to understand. That's the Chariot. Okay. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to break it down really. when you start walking into a new direction, you have to know it like you know what your feet look like or your hands or whatever. You got to know that that's behind you. That's the universe. And look how giant that fucking thing is. It makes that person look like a child. That's what this is. Mm-hmm. It's behind you if you allow it to be behind you. You can't just keep going, I got it. I mean, I'm going to make my own decisions for me. It's fine. Well, how's that been working out? Huh? The world. Yeah. Because you want to close some kind of cycle because you want to open another one that doesn't have all of this involved. If somebody's watching that, the Ten of Swords, you have to move out of that mind. Okay. Receive, open, and that keeps calling to me. So many people want so many things. I want this job, and I want this car, and I want this house, and I want this person, and I want, it's just want. But that's not how you manifest anything. Oh no, for sure not. Okay. The Seven of Pentacles. A lot of solitary energy here. You're surrounded by friends and family, and I hope you are. But if you're not, it feels like a lot of solitary energy because you can feel alone right beside somebody. Oh yeah. The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, feeling lack, right? And this could all be somebody else. Put you where you go, right? Nine of Wands. Guarded, right? Remembering things. When you remember things, your brain doesn't know the difference between actually going through it again or just a remembering. Your brain doesn't know the difference. So you still have the same anxiety responses. You still have the same triggers, traumas because your brain doesn't know. When you passionately remember something or you have some kind of emotion that is incited by some kind of memory, your brain thinks you are right back there. It doesn't know. Queen of Swords, but it's making you very, very cold. Somebody. Okay. Or walled up or stubborn or I know I'm staying on this, right? What does that say? The is that the Ten of Pentacles? Yeah. Okay. We don't know what this is yet, but we know it's positive, right? It's house, car, the 2.5 kids with the dog and the cat and all of them. That could be all of this. Financially, you don't have to worry about anything. And maybe you thought that's what you had with someone else. Because at one point, no matter who you get in my comments and bash and hate and how they did you wrong and everything else, I get it. I've been through it too. But we, at one point, wanted that. That's all we wanted, right? Okay. Ace of Pentacles. There's something about to change for you. There is, which is awesome because you're understanding what's going on here, right? The Seven of Pentacles. But right now, okay, right now, this is the 10. It's a lot of earth here so far. Seven of Pentacles. You're sitting here on the stone with your umbrella. So you, again, you're protecting yourself, which is what you need to be doing. But they're just looking out at the world, right? They're just looking. It's like it's not an umbrella. That's the whole planet. You get it? Okay. There's something here. It looks like an umbrella on the card, though. Nine of Wands again on the bottom of the deck. And Page of Swords. That's that watching energy. Somebody's watching you. Kind of probably walk into something awesome. Okay? The Moon, the Lovers, and the Five of Wands. Who is fighting with you or who was creating some kind of animosity or something here? Because the Moon, I'm not keeping these cards, but I want you to look at this card right here, okay? There's you're in the clouds, all right? Or the ocean. You could see that in either thing. There's a person standing right here, and then there's another person standing in this little breezeway right there, up on top of near this tower here. There's some kind of distance that needs to be closed here between two things. This doesn't have to be people, but you're standing here with your wolf. This and this deck kind of looks like the Fool card. And the Fool card in this deck, everybody knows where they want to go, but they're standing there contemplating. Okay, that's exactly what that looks like. And now I feel like we're going to get the Fool because there's some kind of lovers connection possibly trying to happen here. What is that? The Six of Pentacles. But there's a lot of releasing here of wounds, and somebody doesn't like that you're releasing it, huh? And who fucking cares? Justice, yeah, it's your justice to have this by yourself or just in general, right? Yeah, absolutely. And that's your okay. The Queen of Wands. That could be you or somebody cheated on you here. I mean, we don't know yet, right? The King of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. There's something here that you're building, but you're also waiting. There's somebody waiting on some kind of harvest. Because in this interim time of waiting, we're healing, right? And maybe you popped out on somebody and somebody didn't see that coming. Well, fuck them. What are my ducks talking about? It's cold as shit out there. They got their little heat lamp in there. They're warm if they want to be. What is that? The Eight of Wands in reverse. Nothing's happening right now because I think you're expecting communication from the wrong thing. Mm-hmm. It says, okay. Well, when we clarify, and there's the fool. I told you, this fool's going to come out. Look, the wolf is looking out, and this person is looking at the wolf. It's like you're looking at your intuition to try to make a decision for you. Sure, it's like a fucking dire wolf. Sure, you're going to jump on that and go, but we need to get, like, I always say, take a leap of faith and facts. Don't just be a dumbass. And that's what this person is doing. It's a very contemplation energy, especially with the Eight of Wands in reverse. There's no movement happening here. There's a lot of thinking about it. But there isn't any movement yet. Okay. The Chariot, and there's the movement. But we have to get our feet underneath us, right? So we're not stumbling. We look like a kid in a walker slamming into fucking every post and whatever wall there. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Because there's a decision here. Whatever this is, what is it? The Fool. I knew it. I knew that. I told you that Fool's coming out. Yeah. There's a lot of this going on here. And you can pause, screenshot, whatever, and zoom in on that card right there if you're watching me on a phone. That needs to be your screensaver, okay? Because this right here, you guys are both going back because you don't want to make the same decision again, right? The same person again, that you're head over heels and all those other things, and it always ends terribly, or somebody cheats, or somebody lies, or you find out where somebody is way too late when you move in with them, or you start sharing a bathroom and you realize they don't flush, shit like that. Chariot and the Seven of Wands. Okay. You could be blocking your own movement. I don't know yet. The Two of Cups. Yeah, see, there's something here. It's a strong soulmate for sure. There's something else coming in. But there's a lot of letting go of something that didn't happen for you. But when you do, and maybe you've been waiting to do it. And everybody gets no, I've already healed from that. And that son of a bitch. Oh, yeah? Well, that's a super contradictory comment, because if you're completely over it, there would be no way you're still talking about it. It still takes up space in your head. It's like a blockbuster. I just aged the shit out of myself. This is what I'm talking about, right? Six of Swords. It's time to move. But move when you're ready. People push you and move you around. Shit, I popped out on people. Nobody even knew what the fuck I was doing for years. No, I just, boom, I was out. This is too many, but I want to look at all of them. Page of Cups, the Moon again, and the Page of Pentacles. Couple pages here. You could have, a couple kids, or you want kids, or whatever this is. But there's some kind of idea that you want, that you feel at a distance about. This could be this kind of whole way of life here. We're having parties in the ballroom, whatever, whatever. Six of Pentacles. Give me just one more, please, for the collective. Well, there it is. Whatever that is. I feel like it might be the moon or the sun or whatever. The Knight of Pentacles. Here we go again. Look, the Knight of Pentacles. You're going solo. There's a lot of solo energy here. Or you could be with a fucking dickbag right now. I don't know. But look, you're on this horse and you're going towards this path. It kind of reminds me of the Two of Wands, to be honest. You've picked this path, but it's been dark back here for a long time. And now there's some kind of light here because you're getting it. And whatever this is. The Emperor. Okay. There's something weird about what happening here. Yep. And this Two of Cups here, it looks like two people playing patty cake. You know what I mean? Let's go. Right. Is it my burp? I love this deck. I haven't used it in a long time, but I've had it forever. When I had it on my Amazon wish list, which I might do again, so people can buy little toys and stuff for the cats and stuff if they want to, or the dogs, or the ducks, or the chickens, whatever. This was sent to me. I had ordered it. I don't know how long you guys have been here, but I ordered it. It never came. And then somebody else orders it and it comes immediately. Anyway, so yeah. So thank you for that. Page of Swords. Again, there's a watching energy. Oh, for sure. But I mean, I don't know. Let's just see. Eight of Swords. Oh, this shit's about to get lit. Yo. Let's go. The Two of Wands. I just said the other card looks like a Two of Wands. It's like everybody's sitting around drinking their tea or whatever and being like, what are they going to do? Right? What are they going to do? Because it's decision time, or it's about to be decision time when you're ready. The Empress. You've certainly been taking your time to get into that energy, I think. Because you have the Emperor too. Strength. And that's taking a ton of strength. It's almost like something life or whatever your decisions have brought you to a breaking point mentally, emotionally, all the things to not trust people and to, it's like and when somebody says they can't trust anybody, that just means you can't trust yourself. That's all that means. Ace of Pentacles, because you keep making the wrong decisions. Because if you trusted yourself, you could trust everybody because you could call them. It's immediately because you know your intuition and you're that on point and you've been sharpened to that edge and that point where you know who you can and cannot have in your world. That's the way it is. The Chariot, but that's creating a ton of movement. Yeah, it is. 10 of Pentacles, let's go. I seriously have not used this deck even in personals in probably 6 months. Ace of Wands. Oh, yeah. And the Four of Wands. Oh, this is fantastic. That's what this is. The twin frame. It's telepathic, spiritual. You could have a spiritual or telepathic connection with someone. Oh, you sure? Ace of Wands, Four of Wands, and the King of Wands. And it could be a Leo, right? Or, I mean, there's a lot of wands here. Lots of them. Not here. This is in reverse. But that's Libra, Aries, Taurus, Aries, Virgo, and Aquarius. But it doesn't matter, right? The Ace of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the King of Wands with the Two of Cups. You're about to have something because you've been processing all of this shit. This is fantastic. 10 of Pentacles. I know it went a little heavy on you in the front. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Let's go. I've just spent so many years learning and knowing about all this stuff and like morphing myself into something else that I don't even recognize anymore. And it's difficult when people still see you that way. I told my mom that the other day. I said, allow me to change. I did that about a few years ago because she kept seeing me in some way. I was like, no, you need to get out of that box that you have me in. You need to allow me to change. And she's like, okay, allow me to change too. And that was a huge step in our healing our relationship together because I had to see who she was. We had to heal. This is what we're talking about. Because there was a 6-year-old version of me stuck in the house, the Sun. Very nice. Very nice. The Sun and the 10 of Pentacles. And it's like all it needs is like you to move. 8 of Pentacles. Keep working on it. Yeah. You might feel like it's like mundane or whatever. Knight of Pentacles. 3 of Swords in reverse. This is fucking look at this. Look at this. 10 of Pentacles, the Sun. The 3 of Swords in reverse. That is a literal heart with swords all the way through it. These cards are gorgeous. Both of these decks, I love to use them together. You've been healing that because you've had some kind of light shown on all of this, right? The Hierophant, and that this is tarot readers. This is the church. This is a lot of people that are coming together as a collective, right, to help each other, which is what tarot and a lot of divination, church, God, whatever you believe in, you needed to lean heavily on this because of this. The 10 of Swords. There's not the 9. It's the 9 of Swords. There's some kind of stress here, right? There's a lot of stress here. This person is like up in bed, which they usually are, head in their hands, and a lot of stress. But they're leaning on this to heal that. And the sun is shining on this. You might have thought you lost everything. I know I did. But, it was the catalyst for me. So we need to thank these pieces of shit, right? The Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. You are moving slowly towards something that's going to be fucking off the chain. So, the 7 of Pentacles, because you've been healing a lot of this. Or this person, hold on, that's too many, but I want to look at them. 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, the Tower, and the 4 of Cups. We're keeping them. 7 of Pentacles. You're possibly waiting on finances or waiting for something to change or waiting for something to kind of, get up and fucking, let's go already, right? 9 of Pentacles. You got your little falcon here. I mean, look at this. There's pentacles all around you. You're not worried and bothered about these things. And I think that's what you've been waiting on. But all of this comes when you heal that, right? And get out of the stress mentality or somebody else's stress that you're getting all this guidance and you're healing. It's been shown on that. And now you're getting the 10 of Pentacles on your own. Could be that too. Tower. I mean, this tower is decimated. Decimated. Look at this. Lightning bolt, a lot of times it just hits and like a brick falls off and somebody's just running because they're scared. Whatever. This is gone. I mean, there is none. But something needed to end like that. They did. 4 of Cups. And now, Let's see what you're doing here, because it looks like the Ace of, you're staring at the Three Cups. Your back is against this tree, and this Ace of Cups is coming in by the hand of God, or the universe, or spirit, or Allah, or your mailbox. It's trying to hand you something here, and you continue, but this is what you've been healing, right? So I'm not staying on that too much. We're like having flashbacks. There's PTSD here. There's a lot of this, right? Knight of Wands, and the Hangman. A lot of this, when you marathon watch tarot and everything else, it will scramble your fucking brain. Eight of Swords. These cards are super shiny. You see them? Yeah. Eight of Swords. Something is keeping you stuck. Something is keeping someone limited. And what is this? The Six of Pentacles. Now, in this Six of Pentacles, there is somebody that is starving in the background. Okay, pause and wait. This person over here, right here, is getting everything. You see? He's pouring all of it into this person's mouth. And this person is behind over here, literally wasting away. And this person has a scale. So it's like somebody is like pompous or like arrogant or something like that. They feel like they control the power. Somebody that you were dealing with looks like this. And they only have 6. Right. And now you're waiting for something else. The 7. You want something else. But somebody's feeling stuck about it. And whoever the pompous ass that is, the Three of Pentacles. Here we go again. I think it's going to come out. Justice, it's too many. But I want to know what I don't know, it's not. Justice, Two of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Something, your future life or your future decisions or whatever else, is a linchpin on this decision you need to make about cutting something off. That's going to be your justice. And you're answering taxes, you're staying engaged, there's something going on here. This decision is to cut something off, and that's going to be your justice, but you might not see it. This is more of a doing it, and then it's not seeing it to believe it. It's believing it and then seeing it. That's exactly what that is right. This is why we're doing all this contemplation and thinking and everything else. The Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords. And this could be about an ex. You could be having a co-parent with this person or something crazy. Something about this is trying to stay in your life. Okay, let's put it like that. I caught both of them. And I'm keeping both of them, whatever they are. Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. This has been slow, and don't get down on yourself, okay? A lot of people do that. They're like, I'm smarter than this, and yes, you are. But emotions can come into play, and you start putting a crown on the Six of Pentacles fucking moron, right? That's what it is, but that's what keeps you stuck from receiving something else, even after some kind of tower. Again, there's some kind of remembering a tower, but we have to kind of, it's easier said than done, I'm aware. But there's some kind of decision that you need to make to cut something off, go towards your path, your guided path, whatever else, to go towards this Ace of Pentacles that's also going to lead to the 10. You get it? There's some kind of new start happening here because you've been doing a tremendous job of healing something. Still a little bit of stress involved, but there's something crazy here. The 10 of Pentacles, again, with the Chariot. What did we just say? Exactly what I'm talking about. Queen of Wands. Somebody seriously could have cheated here or did something crazy. Let's go. Queen of Wands is the 10 of Pentacles, the Chariot, Temperance, and Death. I mean, are you a reader? What? Look, the Chariot. You are being guided to move and balance your emotions, balance your whole life, the way you think about things. And that includes ending something, right? But look at this Death card. Everybody is like, and there's the Hierophant right beside the Death card. Do you see? God, I wish you could see. Look. I have to get up. I have to get up. I want to show you this. Look. You see it? They're riding away. And the Hierophant is right beside them. It looks just like that guy. And it's like something is blessing some kind of ending here. It's really strange because the Hierophant's hands are on the Death horse. Something here that needed to end. It's very bizarre what I'm getting here. And Temperance, I mean, there's another card here. No, it wasn't. Or was it? Or did I set it down on top of this? There was another card here. Yeah, the Chariot. There it is. You are passionate. King or Queen of Wands here. We're getting the King of Wands too. And you're headed towards this 10 of Pentacles. But we need to get you into guidance here, right? And you probably be like, well, Doc, I mean, I watch tarot 8 hours a day. I have a little earbud in my ear, and I just watch it all the time to get little tips and, all things. And that's awesome, right? That's how I started this journey. But I mean, it got me where I needed to go, right? Thank you, Mike. You see? Okay. Because you're being guided to end something and stay with some kind of guidance that you're getting. It's probably trying to pull you out of some kind of stress mentality. The sun is here, children. Okay? The moon, but it's also kind of scary, right? The fool is here. I thought we were going to get the moon in the other deck. We're probably going to get this one here, right? Okay. You feel like you're crawling out of some kind of toxic fucking waste. Eight of Wands in reverse. Let's just see what this is. The world. Somebody can't seem to close a cycle, or somebody that's watching you open the cycle that can no longer communicate with you. Because the world and the Eight of Wands in reverse, right? There's some kind of a lot of movement here because you're listening to some kind of guidance, and not like you usually do. You're reframing some kind of guidance, but somebody is watching you. That can no longer talk to you. Queen of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. They're still holding on to something. They could be holding on to money, but you're being guided to end something for some kind of movement, and you're going to be going towards this Ten of Pentacles. It's right here. Hold on before I keep going. Ten of Pentacles one more time. Ten of Pentacles one more time. That's too many. But you're going to look at them. The Queen of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. Again, there's the guard is up, right? Our next decision needs to be the best decision. And along the way, you're going to step on a Lego every now and then, you know, even though you thought you swept the floor, or a cat toy, you feel like your foot is broken. There's an Emperor here, okay? And the Empress is coming too. But this is what we're talking about. You're going to take missteps. There's going to be some accidents here, but not to the degree that you usually land in it. You're like, God, nothing's going to get this off of me. Eight of Wands. It's this one. The Queen of Pentacles. Somebody wants to communicate but can't. Is that what I'm getting? This Queen of Pentacles almost looks sad. Look at that Three of Pentacles. And they're working solo. That could be you. That could be changing. Hold on. Eight of Wands. I do want that. I want that again. Ten of Pentacles. Give me that. Ten of Pentacles. I just want to see something. Ten of Pentacles. Right there. It's one card. Judgment. Look at that. What is this? The Fool. The Fool. Remember this contemplation energy here? There's somebody that literally, on this Fool, there's a dog that's grabbing onto that person so they won't leave. And they're like trying to get off of it. They're like, get off. Go on. Get. It's like that. But look at these two Fools. And this is on the Ten of Pentacles. Huh? What's happening here? Look. You see that? Somebody can't leap towards something. And they're stressed about it. Why? Because they still have heartbreak they needed to heal. Remember I said about taking your time? Somebody's getting the guidance to heal, but it's like taking them a while and it's stressing them out. There's a lot of stress here. What is happening? What the Judgment and the Four of Wands. Eight of Wands. I just heard Judgment's about to be made for somebody. Okay. The King of Swords. And we got the Queen over there. What is this? The Eight of Pentacles. Somebody is working away in silence. Oh God, collective, this is going to get weird. Why does it always get weird right at the tail end? What is it? The King of Swords and the High Priestess and the Star. And what was that? The Page of Wands. Give me that Eight of Wands in reverse. Somebody can't talk here. The Page of, I'm sorry, the Five of Swords. They're going through a ton of shit here. They see it, but they can't move towards it, or they can't communicate. What? That's what this contemplation's about. Now we have the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck with the King of Pentacles. You're matched with somebody. Fool. But there's a lot of fighting here, possibly with this watching, you know, the spying and the, you know, you're wounded or somebody's battling some kind of addiction here. What is it? The Fool is what? Strength. Again. This needs to be a... Oh, this is crazy. Collective. And the Two of Wands. This Fool here, I don't know which Fool you are. Somebody's just like latching on you like a fucking rabid chihuahua, or is this you? One of you, because this is the twin flame thing. Candle shopping buddy, whatever. But there's something crazy happening right here. Somebody needs the strength that they don't have because they're worn out from some kind of fighting. Something needs to end. Maybe they're healing from that, but it's stressed. There's a lot of stress here. Now I'm getting the High Priestess. Mm-hmm. And somebody just, maybe they're a workaholic or some kind of aholic. The Two of Wands, they have to pick another path. And they're in like some kind of planning stage, in some kind of contemplation. That is. Fool. Well, it's fast. The Four of Wands. They know what it is. Somebody does. But somebody's having a hard time making a decision to be open. That's why the Eight of Wands is here. Yep. Ten of Cups and the Two of Wands again. They know it's here. You do, or somebody, and maybe this is in the ethers. You're like, I know somebody's for me, or something's for me. I know it. It's just not here yet. There's something going on right there. Eight of Wands. Two people aren't talking to each other because they're feeling stuck. Is it because somebody's watching them? Fool. Where's that Fool? It's too many, but that's the Nine of Wands. And the Knight of Wands. Knight and Nine. What's this one? The King of Swords. That's too many. I'm not keeping them. The High Priestess. I just told you we were going to get it. High Priestess. The Page of Wands. It's like somebody's ex is watching somebody. They're keeping an eye or monitoring some kind of spiritual connection that they know you're destined for. What? Okay. Strength. And they're still sitting in their own dirty diaper. So it's like they're upset. Why do you get to go to the store? It's like that. Six of Swords. Somebody's moving though. Hold on. The Ace of Cups. Yeah. Somebody needs to allow something to happen here. Receive it. But that is going to include communication that somebody still doesn't seem to do. Eights could be important here. We have a lot of them. Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. We don't have the Eight of Cups, and I wish we did. Because that would be some kind of emotional completion about walking away emotionally. Six of Swords is walking away physically. You have your Penske or U-Haul truck, and you're throwing all shit. But then you have to unpack it, right? In stages. Otherwise, how you pack a U-Haul is your mental state. I tell my mom that all the time. So there's the Six of Swords, and there's the King of Pentacles again. Somebody needs to, okay. All right. Two of Cups. Two of Cups. What is this Two of Cups? It's right there. What is it? The Knight of Wands, the Hangman, and the Seven of Swords with the Ten of Swords. Oh, almighty. Seven of Swords, then... Somebody's trying to get some kind of new... It's like the fucking Virgo reading. Somebody was unlocking some kind of new level of narcissism. Somebody cannot have whatever this is happen. And it's some player fucking moron. But you had to go through that. You looked at it as a catalyst. The other person looked at it as a check mark. And now you're lining up with something else. The Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles twice. Death, Temperance, the Chariot. I mean, Four of Wands, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. And we have this Ten of Swords, Seven of Swords, motherfucker. Is it Aries, Leo, Sag, or just somebody's got it in their chart? But look, somebody's getting a new perspective about what this needs to look like. This could be somebody's past. But this person was like all sneaky and fucked up and everything else around your... It's like you were like almost delusional. Believe me, I've been here. I've never said anything I've never been through. You were delusional thinking this was the Two of Cups. You got a new perspective about who this was and they're being sneaky and everything else. Sure, you can look at it like that. That's not what I'm feeling though. I'm feeling like this Knight of Wands fucking bullshit over here. This watching, spying, and all this toxicity and everything else. He's on a ring one night stand. Or somebody had a one night stand on you with somebody else. That's who that Nine of Wands is. They're being extremely sneaky, cutthroat, and everything else, trying to hurt everybody, so somebody else doesn't get this Two of Cups, and somebody else getting new perspective about that. That's what all this contemplation and decision time is here. And it's all got to do with this Emperor, and there's the fucking Moon and the Empress. It's almost like this right here needs to stay incredibly quiet, because somebody is that entitled where they think that they have control of this divine something that you're trying to walk into, just even with yourself. They're this dog, this Knight of Wands, and they're right beside each other. This Knight of Wands represents this dog that's trying to hold on to somebody so they don't leave. That's what somebody's stressed about, because they've been doing the healing. They got the Sun. They understand the decision over here. It was going to be the Ten of Pentacles, right? Because they've gotten all this guidance. But that Knight of Wands is also that dog, which is also the Six of Pentacles, that feels like they can control who gets what. Who the fuck? Keeping everybody moving slow. But this is the decision that somebody needs to be able to cut this fucker off. 1, 2, 3. And it could be 3 people. The Moon, the Empress, and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, it's here. Emperor. The Star. You both could be stars. The Star and the Seven of Pentacles. Again, Seven of Pentacles. You're mirroring somebody. You absolutely are. It's a very spiritual connection. Even if you haven't met this person yet, you will. Because we have to get out of this lost, wounded, and everything else. And this toxic thing. That's what this person stays in. Again, this person was a catalyst for you, and you again went snoring, and this other person is still waiting around in shit. Look, is she nude? Yeah, shit. Like that. Star. This person is waiting, right? This person is still digging. They have all their pentacles back here, but they're still working. Kind of like the Eight of Pentacles, right? But that's the Seven. And then we have the Star. It's some kind of wish to the Emperor or the Empress. Oh, this is crazy. The Seven of Cups and the Magician. Somebody shock a. Hold on. The Emperor. The Emperor. Corn nuts? Corn nuts. Okay. I hear the most random shit. Emperor, it's that one. Whatever it is. The Six of Wands. Okay. The Emperor will have it. You know, they will. The Moon. Somebody's working on something behind the scenes, trying to like duck and dodge whoever the fuck this is about this Two of Cups. Two of Cups is coming. You might have thought you had it before, but that's what somebody's been healing. Now you're about to get it. It's right here. Because somebody underestimated your strength here. They did. Yep. And you could have been, somebody could have been getting the wrong fucking advice. But somebody else is wising up. Remember the Hierophant, like hands on the horse? Yeah. Somebody's wising up to some kind of guidance they thought they were getting, and they're going to end it. And that's going to create the movement because they're listening. They're listening. I'm surprised the Devil's not out here. The Six of Wands and Judgment. Emperor. What is this, Emperor? Emperor. What is it? What is this, Emperor? Six of Swords. They're moving. The Page of Pentacles, and they're going to bring you something, but it needs to be kind of quiet. I know I say that a lot, but this is true, because it's right here. The Emperor is dealing with something, or you both are, because you're mirroring each other, which means you're going to have like very, very similar, a lot in common here. The Lovers. You know, this whole Lovers connection here, if you look, that looks exactly like Temperance in this deck. This union is being blessed. Yeah, it is. Not the one that you had to drag yourself out of, and you had to get a prosthetic heart for a while. That's not what we're talking about. Six of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Somebody's moving towards you. Fool. There's been a lot of like really important decisions to make about possibly trying to kick this shit off of you. Somebody's ending it with some Queen of Wands and fucking whatever. What is that? The Emperor and the Six of Swords. I just said it. The Emperor and the Six of Swords. It's right here. I was clarifying the Fool. Somebody's in a tremendous amount of decisions, contemplation, all this other stuff about how some kind of movement. And it's the Emperor. It's right here. It's the Ace of Cups. Yeah, it is. And there's the Hermit. By the way, but they're being watched, or somebody is. Let's do signs before I go. Hangman is let's see, Sad, double Sag right here. Aquarius, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Gemini again, Virgo. Oh shit, I should only do court cards. Okay. Scorpio. Virgo, Libra, Libra again, double Libra right here too. Somebody's having a hard time. That's Virgo, double Virgo right there too. Double Virgo, double Libra. Wow. Triple Libra, by the way. It's Two of Swords, Queen of Swords, and Justice. That's all three Libra. Okay, sorry. Aquarius again. Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, Aries, Taurus, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Sag, the four fixed signs. Sorry, these cards are kind of hard to, you know, I fly through them in the other decks. Leo, and Aries, Taurus again. The Hermit and the Page of Swords. What's the outcome of this? This is good, but there's been yeah. It's like you get a new car, but it's like it's been through God, you know, the Three of Pentacles, okay. The Six of Cups. Do you know this Emperor? Or does this Emperor know you? Hold on. Give me the, what's my Three of Pentacles and what? Five of Wands. Hold on. What's the outcome here? What's the outcome here? I shouldn't have even fucking said it. I shouldn't have said it. The Devil and the Knight of Cups. The Devil in this deck is probably one of the coolest cards in this deck. But if you look at it, it's a little creepy, okay? So if your eyes are, you know, fragile, whatever. But the Knight of Cups and the Devil, it's the same people that are on the Lover's card. Look. It looks like the fucking Gimp in Pulp Fiction. They're like keeping it like some kind of like mask on this motherfucker right here. And this other person is like, hey, you know, because we're both chained. And this person is like somebody's bitch. Okay. The fuck? What is that? We'll let you out of the cage now. And they're like, well, okay, Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Wow. Somebody comfortable there? I just picked up that completeness. Yeah, a fork in the road. Okay, some people like to stay there for the rest of their whole life. Sure, blessed. You are blessed and highly favored. That is for sure. And again, you did not deserve what you went through, but you did attract it. Let's fix that. Let's go. Regeneration. Makes a lot of work to kind of come out of that. Could be an obsession too about this love offer. Truth be told, somebody's coming to speak the truth to you. They are, but they haven't been able to as of yet. But they're coming because they're winning some kind of fight, and it could be the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, whatever it is. This Emperor. Just put it where it goes. Breathe. Oh, for God's sake. It's way too much thinking here. Are y'all both air signs or have a lot of air in your chart or whatever? No place like home. Okay. Careful. If you ever did a personal with me and you're like, they feel like home. Well, because the first thing I'm going to say is, what's your home life like? What was your home life like as a child? Why does this person feel so comfortable? Observer and poised. This other person right here is fucking poised and ready for somebody to make some kind of decision to cut them off. They are. They're this person that's watching you. Yep. Message in a bottle. Okay. Let's go. Give me one of these. Sorry this reading was so long. Jesus. Okay. It's those two. What is it? Time to go. It's everywhere here. But but there's been a lot of contemplation about it. Unfinished symphony and never-ending story. That's what this person kind of wants, right? They want this to be kind of some kind of unfinished symphony, or this has been going on so long, it feels like a never-ending story. Didn't I say that in the very beginning? I think I did. Somebody that's observing you and poised and ready to come in and keep some kind of cycle open with you that you're completely done with, right? Because you're attracting something else. What would your Emperor or your Empress say to you? Or how about this? What would you say to each other? Okay. What would you say to each other? In the future, you need to let me go. I think that's somebody's talking about somebody else over here. It's all sneaky. I can't look at myself. That's good. It's over 100 cards right here. They wish they could wake up to you. Card always scares the shit out of me. Because you know what I see when I see this card? It's somebody like in your window. And then you're like waking up and they're like, yeah, see, we're waking up together. It gives me the fucking creeps. This could be sweet. I wish I could wake up to you and kiss you with your morning breath and everything. I just get that always that creepy vision of that. Like they're like excited, like they think you're on the same page or something. Fucking crazy. What is it? I took you for granted. Somebody else did. That's why they're trying to fuck with you. And we're together in the 5D. That is. You're connected to this other person somehow. And this other person can't seem to let go of you because they fucked something up. I feel like a distraction for you. That's why there's somebody's like sitting here on some kind of contemplation decision thing. I miss your hugs and I have bad intentions. I told you. This other person over here that I think you know, this emperor or this empress, whoever this is, they miss your hugs. I think you know them. You've at least hugged them at some point. It could be a college buddy. This other person over here has bad intentions. That's exactly what this whole fucking thing over here is about. I wish I could wake up to you from the bottom of the deck. Hey, take that card out of this deck. Give me creeps. Let's go. Let's go. It's too many. I'm scared of rejection. Okay. You are so beautiful to me. Let's disappear together. Absolutely. That's what all this is right here. This star, moon, yeah. Work on something together under the radar. Okay. You are my twin. Yep. With the 5D. And this other, and you're so beautiful to me, and I miss your hugs. That's what all this is right here. Yep. It's right there. If you don't believe in twins, fine, fuck it. But if it, this is what I'm talking. You are. Somebody needs to make a call about it, and if somebody won't, there's somebody else for you. So I mean, let's get on the same page, and I think you are on the same page with somebody. But that's going to leave somebody else out. But you're going to give your emotions to somebody and somebody else is still holding on to you. But you're getting justice either way. And the here's my 8 of Cups. You're walking away emotionally, so you can have some kind of new rebirth, even in work, life, whatever it is. I'll see you next time.